Hello everybody, what is up? It's Eddie Neddy and welcome to the latest video on the channel for you all here today. And we're going to be talking about EAFC 24 career mode. Obviously we're getting towards the end of EAFC 24. However, enough time to be able to do one last decent career mode. And I want to know what your thoughts on who you're going to do. And I am going to give you some team suggestions. The first team that I'm going to suggest you is, what is on the screen, is West Ham United. They have made some absolute incredible signings already, you know, for the start of this season, and outbidding a lot of high-profile clubs as well. Namely, Juventus secured the signature of Todibo. You look at Somerville as well, new signing Max Kilman, as well as Fulkirk, the German striker. Some really good signings for the West Ham, and loads of other players you could still attempt to bring in as well to be able to strengthen the team. Players that could leave definitely are the likes of Danny Ings. He's been heavily rumoured to leave West Ham. And same with Kurt Zouma. I believe at the time I actually probably upload this, he probably would have left. As well as, you know, Paqueta has been linked to a lot of clubs abroad as well. And Gerard Bowen has had a few links, but I can't see him leaving West Ham as of yet. But yeah, they've made some incredible signings. You know, look at Rodriguez, Fulkirk, Todibo, Somerville. They usually have a budget within career mode around about 50 million. Obviously, they got a new manager at the club in Lyon Lopetegui. A lot of pressure upon him to deliver with the amount of high-profile bodies they are looking to try and sign. West Ham's business is far from done. They're linked with a lot of players, mainly at the right-back, full-back department, over Koufal and Emerson. But yeah, West Ham is definitely, in my opinion, one of them teams I highly suggest for you all to try, because obviously they've got a stadium, they're in the Premier League, they're a club which, you know, is outside the top six, a club which I definitely think can push, you know, the likes of Chelsea, Manchester United, Newcastle for them European places, maybe even Champions League place. But yeah, I think it would be unlikely, but definitely achievable. Let me know your thoughts. Okay, next thing we're going to talk about is Lyon. Despite not making much transfer business apart from really getting them players back, which they had on loan last season, like Numa, Ben Rama, Niakate, Mangala. They have also strengthened in Mick Tuesday, the Georgian striker, who had a decent Euros, to be fair, wasn't too bad, and Abner as well, a young Real Betis left back on a permanent deal. They've also got some other really good high potential young players at the club, like Kumbendi as well, looks to be one of the most high potential fullbacks in the game. You got Shirky as well, we all know everything about him. They've obviously Orban, which they brought in January in real life, Fofana as well at 19, so they definitely do have some players. Lepiant, who in real life been loaned out to Real Betis. You got El Arouchi, Diamondes, and obviously still in the first team as well. You still got loads of other, you know, young-ish players like Kakret, Numa. But yeah, let me know your thoughts on potentially doing Lyon. I feel like they would be a great team to do, in my opinion. They've got an in-real-life stadium. We all know the Ligue 1 has been pretty much dominated by PSG most recently. A little bit like the Premier League, some of Man City. PSG have strengthened, obviously, despite losing Kylian Mbappe. They've strengthened other areas of the team, but this could definitely be on the perfect times to try and overthrow Paris, you know, PSG. And I feel like with Lyon, they've got a good history in real life stadium, and I think it would be a fantastic career mode to do, in my opinion. They're very well known for bringing through some absolute fantastic, you know, youth players, mainly one of the main ones being Karim Benzema. Maybe it would be fun to bring him back, you know, for one last season with Lyon. But yeah, I definitely think Lyon would be an incredible career mode. They've probably got a budget around about 50 million, 23 million ish, around about that region. In terms of strengthening their team, I think you've got to definitely look at the centre-back department. You know, Niakate is a great signing, but both 28, 26, Adrielson definitely do need, you know, some improvements because they've kind of hit their prime. Same with the goalkeeper department, Perry and Lopez. You know, Lopez getting up there with 33, but definitely still usable for the first season. Maybe Matata at right back as well at 31, but then again, you could just play Kumbendi and just try and grow him in overall. Maybe potentially a DM as well in Matic to replace Matic, who is 35. But yeah, I think Lyon would be a really fun career mode to do. Let me know your thoughts. If you're looking for a challenge, Freiburg will definitely add that. Freiburg in real life have departed with their manager, and they have now got a young 38 coach after, I believe, 20 years, or something like that with their current coach, which is, incredible in this day and age. They have now departed and decided to move on and appointed a young 38-year-old who has worked with the club for a few years, of course. But yeah, as we go through this Freiburg team, it's not bad, but it is aging. Grifo, 31. Gunter, 31. Hoffler, 34. Eggestein, 27. Roll is 21, so a good young player. But Ginter, 30. Gouldy, 33. However, they do have a couple of good young high potential players. One of them being Sedilla, who's been linked to Olympique Marseille in real life. Reinhardt, who is highly rated by most of the fan base. Doan at right mid at 25. Roll at that centre forward position at 21. There also is Makenko, 22, left back. You've also got Adamu, who is, I believe, is permanently at the club since signing it from, I want to say, Salzburg. But yeah, I think Freiburg will be a great team to do. A lot of people are predicting to actually get relegated because, after so many years of, consistency and stability under their previous manager, they're taking a big risk. And I'm really intrigued how they can do. I feel like it's either going to go one of two ways. They're either going to absolutely smash it or they're going to absolutely plummet. They were formerly in the Europa League. I think some nice kits as well in real life stadium in the game. Let me know your thoughts on SC Freiburg. They don't have the biggest budget, so you're definitely going to have to spend wisely. And if you want to compete in Europe, you're going to be competing with the likes of Leverkusen, Leipzig, Dortmund, Bayern Munich. Definitely going to be difficult, but definitely doable. Let me know your thoughts. Signings, new manager. However, in terms of career mode users, AC Milan will not be in the game next year. So in my opinion, I think AC Milan would be an amazing career mode to do. We all know the rich history of AC Milan, have won the Champions League multiple times, one of the highest European, winning sides in the world. And recently, they've kind of plummeted a little bit over the years. They did win the Serie A couple of years ago, but under Poli, who has now left the club, and now they have got Paulo Fonseca, who is a young Portuguese coach, a young-ish actually, formerly of Lille. They've made a couple of signings to the team, not too many signings, Pavlovic being one of them as well from Salzburg. They've also signed Alvaro Morata, in that striker department. Obviously, they've lost a lot of players, though one of the main ones being Giroud. I think we all know how good Olivier Giroud is. A striker, been a great servant to AC Milan for many years. But to me, I think this AC Milan side is very strong. You look at Loftus-Cheek, brilliant. Benesso, great. Tomori, fantastic. Rafael Lyon, one of the best wingers in the Serie A, if not some people think he is the best. Theo Hernandez at left back. But you need to bring success with this AC Milan side. There's a rich history and big expectations, and you've definitely got to try and compete with the league for your first season. You definitely do need to improve in the centre-back department. Start having Kalulu, Talor and Pavlovic, 75 rated. Not really a great partnership for Tomori. However, they are young defenders. Let me know your thoughts in the comments of AC Milan. I think it'd be a great career mode to do in real life stadium. Your last chance to try AC Milan, because they will not be in the game next year. They might be in the game they might be in the game after next year's game, but at the moment they are confirmed to not be in EAFC at 25 along with Inter Milan. But I think AC Milan adds a bit more of a challenge. Let me know your thoughts. Next thing we could talk about is a bit of an out there one. I think a bit of fun, in my opinion, is Fenerbahce. The new era under Jose Mourinho has begun, and in my opinion, I think Fenerbahce will absolutely smash it under Jose Mourinho. One of the biggest clubs in Turkey. We all know how passionate the fan base is, how much they get behind their team, how much they back the squad. And how passionate they can be. Unfortunately, Fenerbahce last year didn't, end up winning the Super League. It was Galatasaray. So I definitely think to compete with Besiktas, Galatasaray, Trabzonspor, I think would be a lot of fun. And like I said, they've made some incredible signings. Alan St. Maximin being one of them. They've also strengthened the team in terms of the forward department in En-Nesyri, another striker, into the club. They brought Krunic on a permanent deal from AC Milan. They brought in a couple of squad players like Aydin and Murchan. And they have also let a few players go, but as things stand, this is pretty much their strongest 11. They're wanting Cenk Tosun as well, which is a familiar name. I think quite a few people played in for Besiktas, played for Everton in the Premier League as well. Swear played for another Premier League team as well, if I'm not wrong. But yeah, Cenk Tosun is a really good forward in my opinion. But anyway, there are definitely better options in En-Nesyri and Dzeko. However, despite Dzeko obviously being 83 he is 38. Same with Tadic on the left side, 35. Thread, 31. Yandas 29 and at 71 overall, nowhere to grow. Both centre back quite old. A lot there. However, a couple of their players has been linked to a lot of top European clubs and no more than Kanigolu, which I think would be an incredible, signing for any club around Europe. But I think to definitely keep him at Fenerbahce would be incredibly great, left back and right back. And I think in and around the squad, as you look through here, they've got a couple of other good squad depth players and other good, useful players. So yeah, let me know your thoughts in the comments on these career modes that I've suggested to you. If you guys have enjoyed them, make sure to drop a like and subscribe. Mass thank you to everybody watching. Have a great day, and hopefully I will see you all soon. Take care.